flood the country with drugs, it really means the end of it. And so just like Mexico, there is the Señalosa, there is the cartel versus Mexico. Not one that to happen. There's a very strange side story in this, Pastor. Alunan, Secretary Alunan, one of the brightest of the cabinet, among the cabinet members of President Ramos. Alunan was called by the DEA in America, that is the Drug Enforcement Agency, and he was told, point blank, that if your country cannot improve on its present situation combating drugs, it would not be a surprise thing for us if your country becomes a narco state. And that was during the time of President Ramos, and I was a mayor, and I was one of those called to Malacanang to hear the lecture of Alunan, that the possibility of narco penetrating government is real. And it came to pass, two presidents, that we elected mayors who were into drugs, barangay captains doing the business, police generals in Manila involved in drugs. So I was horrified actually when I ordered General Bato, Senator-elect now, to open the records for me and to tell me the truth, what is really the state of things, especially drugs, vis-a-vis the law order of the country. You saw the thousands and the millions surrendered. And what is really very funny, Pastor, is that the count was just for Manila. And General Bato said, or Senator Bato, said that it's 1.6, but the count was just for Manila. It did not include Bacolod, Iloilo, Davao, Cebu, Jensan, Cagayan de Oro. So, nakita mo that in between those years, far and wide, there were elections. You saw barangay captains by the thousands into drugs already. So, in a sense that we had mayors there in power, utilizing government, naked government resources and privileges to get by into the drug business. Kaya ako napilitan eh. And I said, it's either that you just kindly listen to us. We are not begging, but we're pleading. Please do not destroy my country. My country is beautiful. We are here in Davao. We own the most. Talo pang itong mga network sa Manila in terms of comfort and wala kang Yugo, ito yung mga hambugiro na many are just exploiting minors there. And pero ito dito sa Davao, this is the pipeline of God. Nothing immoral is being discussed here. But if you think that the person is immoral, he is not part of that pipe. But this is a pipeline where we get to our message, the civilian sector, to the population. And probably, you may add your spiritual words in it. It's needed because otherwise, we'll just have to guess what is there in heaven or in hell after this life. So if we are not sure of that, you just better straighten it out here first. Because you take a very, very serious and big gamble if you just try to guess whether or not your country is good for the citizens. Me, I promised you. I remember because I shortened my speeches during the debates. And it was really very clear that I said I intend to just maybe control corruption. And alam mo, it tempts me to say that most yung mga gustong a better life are in government. Your ambition sa kanila, if you want a better life, and you can own a car or a house or a mansion for that matter, join government and select the best, ang karamihan nila noon, it's customs, the BIR, yun ang mga, so yun ang, diyan ko tinatarget sila. Now, I do not have the slightest doubt about the integrity and honesty of Roy Ferrer, the acting operations officer of Philhealth. And I do not think that they are part of it. Actually, they are the also ones of those urging or batting for the prosecution of itong sa Philhealth privileges that were abused tremendously. As of last count, it was about 154 something, if I'm not mistaken, billion. So, wala akong ano sa kanila. Kasi yung mga karaming mga ospital, I don't know if doctors are involved. They are charging, overcharging, or charging for nothing para rin ghost deliveries yung treating patients. They are fictitious already because they are dead, but they are on the list getting the dialysis. Totoo talaga yan. Marami talaga, I don't know, but marami talagang may sakit na nakikinabang sa Philhealth. But the sheer amount na 100-something billion is totally unacceptable to me. In today's newspaper, I was reading it, reviewing my briefer every night. I am inclined to believe that I have to do something about it. Next week, and to all the doctors there who have been working honestly, it's not because that you are involved. I know, I should know because I've been asking. But for the sheer amount that was lost, I have to reorganize your entity, change maybe all of you, and install a more systems of accounting and accountability. Bakit umabot ng ganong kalaki without the necessary checks along the way? Yung parang kung sa highway pa, the checkpoints. Sana, when it becomes clear that the amount is getting big, somebody should look somewhere. I really don't know how to do it. I am not a systems analyst. But what we need are really business people because yung mga ganon is purely management. And even the armed forces of the Philippines. If you have a good manager, a military man who is a manager, you're fine. in government. My department. I am the executive department, so I am the head of government down the line. With the exception of Congress and the Supreme Court. Yan lang hindi kontrolado. Lahat kontrolado ko na. And sometimes, even with all the zealousness and maybe, how do you term it, pedantic attitude, minsan sobra ka kakuti, even by adopting that kind of attitude, might not really help. So, when I go back, I'm making the announcement that I am maybe reshuffling the Philhealth. And I will, itong mga overcharge o the getting payments for dead, for those who are patay na, dead already, certified by the health people. And yet, their name are still in the list, getting treatment sa diabetes every week. And so I it kind of was there a kind of checks that you installed? Because if none, then we have fallen short of our duty to really protect the money. Alam mo kasi pag doktor ka, abogado ka, when you had the prosecution, if I'm a lawyer, I was once upon a time a prosecutor. And when I'm the head of the National Prosecution Service, kaya ko noon, ang boss namin is the Department Secretary of Justice. The sheer number of people to be supervised is just so daunting. And that is why you need a systems analyst to make it easy for you, and especially to establish the checks and balances somewhere there. It is not enough that Congress, a congressman or a senator would stand up and say, we have been losing money, we have been robbed of this. Because government is a dynamic thing. It's working every day. Whether or not it is really for the good or to the misery of the people, that is something else. That is why ang gusto kong malaman ng Pilipino, I am not into dictatorship, far from it. I said I will resign the day I finish my term. You can bet on that. And I swear to. Pero medyo istriktuhan ko. And pati itong mga projects where the courts have the unbridled issuances of injunctions. Ito, nanalo na to. Siya na yung gagawa ng tulay. This idiot who lost the bidding will file a case just to delay your money and the project. At madamigyan mo ng areglo, it's altogether dismissed. And the project has been delayed. That is the sad story of the Philippine way of life. Magtanong ka ng mga engineer niyan, you can ask anybody connected, people connected with huge, big tickets project. Meron yan. Either susunod tayo sa batas na which would allow us not to perform, not to complete the projects, delay the projects. At ang tamaan ko naman, ang akin is my promise to the people. I promise this and this and that. I promise corruption. I will have to do it. And if it would take losing some of my, takes a lot of emotions there, not hate, but so that they would understand that you are not there to punish everybody, but you are there to take over and investigate and punish those who are responsible for the losses. And I will maybe order the arrest of well-being center, dialysis. Yung administrative na sinasabi ni Roy kanina, that they are initiating investigation and they have 20 days to, that's shit to me. I'll tell the NBI, arrest the idiot, and I will bring him to Malacanang and I'll ask him. Tell me the truth, I'll throw you to the river. But he will be extricated. We will not allow him to be drowned. And a host of things that I have still to do. Hindi ito madala ng yung corruption tapos nandito it's always the eternal battle of corruption. Tapos dito you come in strong, investigate. Wala ka namang, you are not condemning anybody, but they would shout that there is due process and things and delay everything. If that is the way how we treat the serious issues of our day, then you might as well forget the Philippines that is in parity, being equal with the rest of Southeast Asia. And even if you give a president 5 terms, for as long as there is no law and order, there is fighting, the communists are there extorting money and killing soldiers, killing civilians, lalo na yung mga barangay captains. If they are there, showing law and order, pati yung drugs at corruption ng gobyerno, yan dalawang yan, wala tayo. No way of, there is no way of correcting the seriousness of the problem. Yan sinasabi nilang sa Constitution. Kasi alam mo bakit? Hypothetically, government is presumed to have all the powers, unlimited, unrestrained, walang the only one that bars or that protects the people from these vast powers that can be used for dictatorship, corruption, is the Bill of Rights, presumption of innocence and due process. But if you do not know how to mix it, and you get carried away by this Constitution, human rights, and when the problem is already very serious, and you cannot balance the whole thing because you are afraid. Wala. So somebody has to take the gamble. You want me to send me to prison? I'll go. No problem. As I have said, the presidency is a gift from God. So, it's not given. Believe me, now that I have experienced it, the presidency is a gift from God. And my advice to the coming presidents, if they get into office, in the meantime, do not covet anything, and it will come to you. Ikaw, Monsieur Pastor, how many times did we almost quarrel, debating whether I should run or not? And we were weighing my options of no money, no party. And you were insistent because as a man of God, that story you told me, even after that incident, many years ago, would just crawl into the topic of, well, how about, because I dreamt, as I told you, that I was playing golf, but it was not our golf course here, but in Malacañang. And you saw me holding my putter, but I was talking to a group of generals. Well, in a way, that I get to mix with these guys wherever I see them, or in command conferences. Naging totoo. So, and also the advice of my mother. My mother said that, do not covet it, it will not come. Hayaan mo lang. Huwag mong hingin, especially doon. Masabi ko, paano pala yung, sabi ko, maging abogado ako. Well, I have to pray. That is something else. That has nothing to do with yung raw ambition to be somebody. Sabi niya, wag mo, pagka hiningi mo yan sa sarili mo, patay ka. Hingiin mo yan sa Diyos. At kung pagpapala ka ng Diyos, ibibigay sa iyo. So if it is a gift from God, this is simply what I will reduce it to a very simple equation. For the human rights and for the bleeding hearts, I have a nation to protect and to preserve. And I have millions to provide security. And I promise that to the people, that if I get elected, there will be a change in it. Ang sabi ko sa kanila, at that early, sinabi ko na, do not with drugs because I will. Kayong mga taga Manila, kung hindi kayo naniwala, ay pasensya. Dito sa Davao. Kayong mga remaining durugista dyan, baski isang gano'n lang. Yung siya ba, gano'n mo, that can kill you. Believe me. Then, nagbulto-bulto, okay lang. You make it appear that sometimes government is inutil because we cannot do anything to stop your racket. But if we get to meet any corner, perchance, you're dead. I promise you, you're dead. If I go to prison, I will sacrifice going to prison. If I die there, naturally, I'm old. I have but a few remaining years. Hindi ko pa lahat nabasa yung libro na binibigay. I get yung mga libro, yung mga cabinet members, they're fond of travel also, attending conferences. Alam nila mahilig ako ng magbasa. Kaya mayroon talagang libro yan. I bought this in Amsterdam. Pero hindi ko wala akong panahon matama. Kalagay lang dyan. Sabi ko, this will provide the reading materials kung nasa unting lupa na ako and waiting for my hour with my Maker. I am not without may sakit. Pero kung sabihin mo na operahan daw ako sa heart. If there is something wrong in my heart, it cannot be a heart disease. It could only be that a wayward heart has so many hurts that it ceased to see the right numbers of. Can we proceed to the next? Well, I said, crime, drugs, ay, malang, pahala ka. Then, yung mga kidnappers, mga asos, Mariusep. If you kidnap a lady or a child, tapos namatayan sa kamay ninyo, you'll just have to pay. And payment has so many denominations. One is you are prosecuted in court and sentenced to jail. So, spend time there. Sometimes, pag ako ang nakasalubong mo, then you will be part of the welcoming committee in heaven or in hell, depende. Pero hindi man ako maniwala dyan sa gate ng hell or heaven. There has to be something else, but not the kind of, not the kind of yung catechism na tinuro sa amin. No offense intended. Kaya San Pedro, the gatekeeper, may dala-dalang manok. Bakit? May sabungan dyan sa langit. No, istorya na gano'n. Gawain ko pang tinula yung sunoy niya. Sabi ko, free education. You heard me? Doon sa debate. Sabi ko, no more irrigation fees for the farmer. A little bit tied up on this because it's not easy to work on something which you do not get in return. And it is a running thing, and it gets tired, and you have to fix it from time to time because it breaks down. Nandiyan na yung healthcare niya. Ito naman, binababoy. Sa edukasyon, well, kasi hindi man talaga natin alam kung ilan ang mag-enroll, ang problema. And we are the fastest ang population. And I squarely blame the Catholic Church. Sila lang pipigil ng mga yung birth, family planning. Kaya pinigilan nila yan eh. They think that just spewing out human beings by the millions every year is a gift from God. And promoting, but not this generation, but 4 or 5 generations, to your lament, you will know who to blame. Ang presidente lang nag-ano niyan, ako pati si Ramos, Protestant. Ako, binibigyan ko talaga doon. Sa opisina, libre. Ang pati itong, sabi ko nga itong mga health officials, if you cannot follow the family planning law of the government, you better resign if you have the scruples to fight with. Yung ano na sa pare, then you go out. Or I'll assign you to an empty room. All of you there. Total, kung hindi ko matanggal, ganon ang style ko. I'm thinking of that. Ilagay ko kayo, you are not performing, you do not follow government policy, it gets into your religious beliefs, then step down. Leave the government because we are now 110, I mean the second highest. You know, if you look at the figures of the population growth all throughout the world, the Philippines is a baby machine. And you are forced to even believe that wala na ginawa ang Pilipino kung hindi mag-rapapap. Then, of course, the big ticket, which God gave us, because I was not sure of itong tulungan ba tayo ng China, because at the end of Aquino's term and during my first few days, we were quarreling with China. But one lucky break was that we knew that Marawi was exploding and we bought yung 23,000. As the hours tick by, nearing to that fateful, pinara nila yung, because you cannot use it against your own citizens. You know, in America, in Canada, everywhere, you don't kill your violent criminals. You do. Me, I have citizens who are cutting the heads of foreigners and Filipinos and everybody. I have a group here fighting to overthrow this government by force. And you say you cannot use it against your own citizens. E di pagka ganun, isurrender ko yung gobyerno ko. I'll just simply say, I give up, I do not have the arms. So that was the critical moment when America was. I'm just saying it because I like Trump. And I would like to assure America that we will not do anything to hinder, hamper, or whatever. We will go along with our alliances. But to me, China and Russia are not enemies. Because yung hindi dineliver ng Amerikano, that was the time that I went to Russia. Only to ask President Xi Jinping, give me a credit line kaya wala ang pera. So I'd like to buy the guns which were not delivered by America. So, sabi ni Xi Jinping, okay. Pag sabi mo, so what's the arrangement? Sana, it's yours. I'll deliver it. Do not have to get it. Then I went to Russia. Putin listened to me with a very sympathetic heart, not an ear even. And I said, okay. We know the situation. We are there. We are spying, and we know everything. So thank you. Yeah, I'll send you the arms plus trucks. To this day, Pastor, they have not even asked for one pen as payment. They have not asked a military alliance. They have not asked for any special favors to operate in this country, unlike the Americans. They are not asking for any base. And they say that we can reach you anywhere, anytime, faster. We don't need the bases. We have the submarines right there in their pantalan, down there. So kaya kaibigan ko lahat. But sa Amerika naman, dahil kay Obama, I'd like to remind the Americans again that, just because you look down on a nation as inferiors, especially that you colonized and subjugated us for 50 years, and you think that we are inferior, you castigate a president of a country. I was the one in a press conference. Obama said that, Mr. Duterte, you'll get in trouble with this ICC and we will prosecute you for... Ito namang media, Philippine media was also mainly. Yung mga kalaban ko, yung si Otso Diretso, naana sa impyerno. Kaya akala nila ako bastos, ako ganon. Akala they can, if they select men of highest integrity, yun ang ilagay mo pagka-presidente. Wala. Walang presidente na pagputok ng simbahan, doon, pumunta ako mismo doon. On the other day, I awarded medals there in Hulo. I really don't know kung itong mga itong tapos na ng ilang term na, hindi mo lang makakita ko ano ang tausog. What's the culture of the tausog? What's the subculture? We have the culture because we are all Malay. Indonesian, Malaysia, and Brunei, at saka Philippines. That's why we look very similar. The only thing is that imperialism did us. Imperialism, had it only been for the propagation of a faith, okay lang sana. Because God says all good things. Pero hinaluan ng subjugation ng country, occupation. Spain, 400 years. They sat on us, took the fat of the land, lived with it, and tapos itong mga Amerikano. Then, you expect me just to say, Hallelujah. Thank you for the religion. That's what happened. We were all Malays. We were ruled by our own clans. The tribe of Cebu is not Cebu, it's Sugbo. Sugboanon, Iligaynon, Waray, yan. Pagpasok ni Magellan, tinaga siya ni Lapu-Lapu. Lapu-Lapu was a Muslim. That's why it's not a quarrel na sabihin mo, it was really a quarrel right at the start. Kita mo si Lapu-Lapu yung headgear niya. That's a headgear of a tausog. Yung sa mga defects sa mga painting. That is the headgear of the tausog. Nauna in trickles, nauna ang evangelization ng Islam by almost 100 years. Then Magellan. But Magellan came with gunpowder. O, di takot na lahat. Itong mga Cebuano, maybe some of them were Muslims before, 20 grandfathers ago. Kung karap po naman kanyon, pag tinamaan ka, wala na makita. Kurog ang... That's the story. Huwag tayo mga. That's the story of Malaysia, the Dutch taking Indonesia. And now, modern times, they pretend to be the conscience of They want me to appear in the International Court, Criminal Court, before a panel of judges who, for all I know, you were puti. Why would I stand before in judgment before white men? Who are you? If you want to, there's a lot of cases to be prosecuted there itong sa, that's what's happening in Syria and in Iraq. Millions of people have died there. Indiscriminate bombing. Hindi naman mamili yung drug lord dyan o Lord Upper. Dito, you just don't kill a guy because he is suspected. If you are I will bite Wednesday one. Pabili nga. Say human being, buy again. Positive. Buy again. Human right. So, yun ang gusto kong mailabas. Hindi ko talaga, hindi na ako nagpapa-interview. Choosy ako, choosy. No, I don't, especially. I have lost completely trust in sa Philippine media. Hindi na ako. After all the trash that you have read, all of you, pati yung anak mo, drug lord, sila rin lang may sabi na there will be a reckoning. Sabi ng Magdalo, oh well, sabi rin ng Bong, bilog man itong mundo.
The reckoning came.
I don't know if Senator Go is here. Senator, kindly show your face even for a moment. So that Bong really learned so much in the 21 years he was. Tindog re, pasalamat lang. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Senator-elect Bongo Baobong. So, you are only Senator-elect, not yet a senator. When you are a senator, you will be invited to take part here. In the meantime, you wait. Ready daw? Hindi ka matalaga ng medyas.
Mayor, when did you discover this anomaly in the Philhealth? Long time ago?
I have been reading about it, that it was losing, that there were so many fraudulent. But I did not have the idea of the amount involved in the loss. So, yung nabasa ko, and also copying the words of the newspaper, they say that hemorrhaging, dumudugo na. The only way to stop it is to maybe go to a doctor and have yourself operated on. If it's the arterial that they are messing up, and that is the capital of, and what is really worse is it's public money. So I am very strict. I do not want to hurt people. At this time, I do not have the evidence or proof so that I am not in a position to say that there's government men involved. Pero yung mga ospital nagta-charge na baski wala na yung pasyente o yung mga dialysis patients, yun sila ang nag-file ng fraudulent claim. That's fraud. So sila yung unahin. But I'm looking into any culpability of an employee of government joining or in cahoots or in conspiracy. Kasi talagang habulin ko to, and I will not do it. I will order if they're listening to me now, I'm ordering you, the NBI. Kaya kayo mga NBI, kinig kayo dito sa ano. If you do not want to pray, just listen. The NBI should take over by tomorrow and start to summon everybody. And if the owner of that wellness thing there, where these fraudulent claims were discovered, arrest them. That is my order. Arrest them. Place there in the yung blatter ninyo upon orders of the arrest them and investigate them right away. No ifs, no buts. Sabihin niya ang abogado, meron niya makialam. Sabi mo, order ito ni and we will follow. Ako na ang bahala. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, lahat kayong nasa gobyerno, military, police, and beyond, just follow the law and I will take the bullet for you. Remember that I will not order anything that is illegal. I cannot do that because I am the president. What comes out from my mouth is already a well thought of way of doing it. The estafa is continuing. It is syndicated estafa yan. No bail yan. Kaya arestuhin ninyo because right at this moment, the estafa, the malversation of money is continuing. Hindi ito na nakasaksak at tumakbo na yung nagsaksak.
KAPA po.
It's that. It is a continuing crime. So arrest them and investigate them. At kayo namang mga taga-hospital, you might want to just surrender and because the Filipino people is demanding for truth. And I'm very much interested to find out what happened to the money. Sinabi ko sa inyo, hindi ko talaga kayang korupsyon. Magkasala ka na magkasala, huwag ka lang magkasala ng korupsyon pati ang droga. Kaya ako nagpahayag rin talaga when I said yes instantly because I had in mind to say these things tonight. Pastor. Mabuti na lang may sounding board na nasa Davao pa. So what if I talk about politics and about the mundane things of even women? Kasi sabi na ito Duterte, misogynist. Why is it wrong to say kakarami, kagagandang babae, oy? Para sa kanila, that's yung man-hater yan, misandry. The one is misogynist. Hindi mo natin siya the hatred for homosexuals is homophobic.
Homophobic.
Ito, misandry, men hater. Kasi kayo, alam, magalit talaga kayo sa lalaki. Nakita ko naman kayo, I met you. Ang papangit ninyo. Ang babaho pa ng... The best practice is after eating or snacks, you brush your teeth. Yung iba naman, yung wind beneath the armpits. Totoo. Ito yung isa si ano? She's busy asking, you ask, marami man kayo, everybody of you, may kilala kayo na senador o... Siya yan sabi si Torsidillas. I choose to forget her name.
Tordesillas?
So,
Tordesillas.
tagal na yan sige pang hingi-hingi kasi may sakit daw siya, cancer. Hanggang ngayon, buhay pa rin. So maybe tonight we can pray together to pray for, para hindi na maghingi. Oh. Choose the prayer you want, but just as in your mind. You good Christians, you love your fellow men. You see no evil and pray for her recovery. Sige kasi lang yung hingi.
Yung KAPA to.
Tapos walang recovery. When we pray, you pray for her for her recovery. But my prayer would be different, huh? And you know, what you are thinking, probably that you'd pray would be exactly the opposite of that. And that is my fervent prayer.
Questions pa. So, pwede na mag-break sa...
Isa pa. Mayor, you mentioned about the KAPA, which is a continuing crime.
Yan. Isa pa yan. You know, kayong mga CIDG, kayong police, the special investigating teams there. The CIDG, yun ang pati NBI. That is pyramiding. When it is good to be true, it is fraud. Biro mo yung 100,000 mo would earn 30,000 a month. Ni bangko na, yung Bangko Sentral natin magbigay 3 silang porsyento. Ilan ang porsyento ngayon na? Annually, ha? Ito kayong mga Pilipino, ilang beses ko na kayong sinasabihan. Pag ang what is being promised to you is something like heaven. Walang tao dito, walang bangko, baski yung Bank of America can afford to pay you 30,000 every month for your 100,000. Kinulikta lang rin nila yan yung pasok. Ang problema, just like the legacy and anything, pag at the end of the day, yung walang makuha, you are into syndicated stuff. That is why NBI, sirahan mo na sila at dalhin mo doon sa upon my orders. Upon my order. Otherwise, I said, do not. Hindi ako magmamarsyalo, hindi ako Pero pag ginawa ninyo, droga dito, droga doon, pyramiding dito, pyramiding doon, then we have to fight the NPAs, we have to fight the terrorists, we have to fight. Pag wala na akong sundalo, then I will force the stand of government. Maniwala kayo. Huwag kayong mag-ano sa akin. Hindi ako mag-martial o mag-revolutionary government. Pag hindi nyo sinunod yan at palapit na ang pagsira ko, kasi pinangako ko yan sa gobyerno, sa tao, pastor,
Yes.
gagawin ko talagang mamatay ako kung mamatay o anong gusto nila gagawin ko yan. But then I will force my stand. Hindi ninyo alam, secret yan. Siyempre. Wala na eh, kasi kung wala nang maniwala, they lost faith in government, then they believe into the obnoxious or odious practice of getting money from the people, and you think that do not do it because you might be treated as a drug pusher. Pag hindi talaga ninyo, then I will. You want me to enforce it on you or you obey government? Kayo. The choice is yours. The path to heaven is paved with what? Faith. The one is paved with all the good intentions of the idiots getting the money of the people. Hard-earned money. Huminto kayo kasi pag sinobra, putok dito, putok doon, putok dito, putok doon. Wala akong sundalo, pati pulis, ganun karami. Then, let it not be said that I did not warn you. You guys in the pyramiding, pity your family and your children.
Kasi there's no pyramiding scheme that's happened even in the U.S. or here, Mayor, that in the end did not go bankrupt.
It gets bust.
Yeah.
Because sila pa, ito, marami pa, the number is still good. But as the crowd gets thinner, kasi nakabigay na lahat, ang ibalik nila kaagad yung 30,000, ibigay kaagad, wala na. O, magbigay siguro 5,000 na lang, hanggang mawala na yung investor. Pag nawala yung investor, you go kaput. So, huwag ninyong gawin yan. Kasi, mapapahiya ako. Pag napahiya ako, mag-iyak ako. Tapos, magsabi man ang guardian angel ko, bakit ka umiyak? Sabi ko, kasi sabi ko, marami kasi mga tao manluloko sa mga mga kapatid ko. Hindi ba yan sila kapatid? Ano yun dyan? Iba ang kapatid, hindi nanluloko ng tao. Yan ang mga anak ni Lucifer. And you know, because you are the devil, you can produce a human being he has perfected the art of, tawag nito, yung panluloko.
The art of
That's
disguise.
Lucifer. He has also many angels. Angel, yung evil, yung bad spirits. Yan ang kay Lucifer na pumapasok sa utak ng mga manluloko ng kapwa-tao. They go into swindling and everything. At ito si Lucifer, he does not need a woman to beget a son. He can invent one. And that's the art of deceit and malice, which Lucifer is. Pahayaan mo, Pastor, pag nakita ko. Sige, pangilad. Sige, pangilad.
Break
Right,
na.
Saka. The questions here, but we are running out of time, and we don't want to take much of your time, but we still have some questions to ask you. So, one of the questions that people are asking is, what will be the legacy of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte?
Hard work. Just like any government worker, that during my time, I put a lot of hard work. So that the others will follow. No great claims. I credit it all to, kasi ganito yan. Do you know that I do not accept awards? Remember there was this hostage taking in the Davao Penal Colony. And well, to make this story short, I offered myself as a substitute for one child, and the yaya who was the mother of the child, parang auntie niya. Nangyari kasi, ang naghawak doon sa loob sa bata, yung sister-in-law, yung auntie niya. So, because the wife was talking to the prisoner, suddenly, commotion broke out, and they had knives. There was a hostage taking. So, I caught up with them somewhere in Agusan following day. They commanded yung parang saraw na mahaba na jeep. So I landed in front of them, and I kind of, sabi ko, because sabi ng mga doktor doon, blue na daw yung kamay ng bata. Pag hindi yan, kasi walang dudo. Ang nanay, ang nakatakbo ang naiwan yung bata. So sabi ko, release yung bata, pati yung ako para mabuhay lang. So, well, anyway, to make another shortcut, I was offered an award. Hindi ko na lang banggitin. And I said, no, I do not accept awards. So, why? Siguro because I'm paid. There's no sense of accepting an award when you are paid exactly what you are supposed to do. And that has been my... This Boracay thing, it was really dirty. During the campaign, I was there. And call it a spade, the water really, ang amoy. So someday, sabi ko, I was just taking my time kung paano ko to provide an alternative. You will dislocate people. But I finally decided one day that this could not wait any longer. Ginawa ko. So, ang inutusan ko si General Simato pati si General Anyo ng DILG, pati Sinro. Of course, si Berna sa Tourism. Secretary Bernardo Romulo. Puyat. Ginawa, I said, clean the 6 months time. So, this was his grand opening, and they were putting so many banners around. Thank you, President Duterte, for... nung nakita ko sa afternoon nyo, sabi ko, tumawag ako, sabi ko, Bong, sabihin mo sila sa I will not go there. Sabi ko, the praises are too sumptuous, more than I deserve. I'm just doing my duty. So yung gano'n, ipatanggal mo yung banners. But I did not really go there. But at that day, I called the Agrarian Secretary. Sabihin ko na, behind the beach, may mga lupa yan. Kaya marami ng doon. It's a coveted island because it's a world class. So maraming gustong pumasok. And there were speculations that I was preparing Boracay for my friends, ganon, mga Chinese. Sabi ko, sige, tingnan lang natin. So I did not go there, but a week after, I ordered the behind that beach there, the whole of the island. Yan ang ginawa kong declared a land reform.
Yeah.
Sabi ko sa DAR Secretary, declare it as a land reform area. Pagkatapos, pumunta ako ng gabi, pinatawag ko yung mga ETA, binigay ko sa kanila. Sabi ko, ito na yung lupa ninyo. Sabi ko, take care of this land because by now, baski ipagbili mo ngayon, but which is prohibited by law, kasi agrarian beneficiary, but you wait for a period. Surely, sabi ko, your children and godchildren will be holding millions of pesos someday. Bawi na rin yan for generation of deprivation. So, lahat ng sa likod ng Boracay, sa ETA yan, lahat binigay ko. Wala akong binigyan dyan na yun. Ito namang mga NPA, the relevance of the NPA is that they've been telling people that lands will be given to them free. Of course, this is the Philippines. Kanilang lupa to. Ibigay mo talaga sa kanila. And ganon. Kaya, to make them irrelevant on that issue, ako mabilis ako, distributed something like 60,000 hectares. The ordered government, si DAR, Constituciones, to punahin mo na yung sa gobyerno, pamigay mo na. Pamigay mo lahat. Huwag kang mag-iwan sa panahon ko. Total, wala magamit yan, yung mga reservations, mga foundation. You know, yung panahon ni, I don't have to mention the president. There was a time in this private power players, mag-ano ng foundation, then they get the big slice of land, forestal, agricultural, and name it as part of a property of mga foundation. Sinira ko lahat yan. Binigay ko, sabi ko, bigay mo, wala yan. Para lang yan sa mga mayaman na marunong, and they have not developed the land, so get it. Sabi, may notification, wag na. Sabi ko, wag ko sa mga land, pag pumunta yung may-ari rito, ilibing ninyo. Hindi naman nila, kinuha lang nila because of money and influence. Kaya sabi ko, just hard work. I do not want to be remembered as yung ganon. Well, if they want to do it, fine, but I really don't need it. I said, I have an overdose of, Pastor, matagal na kasi akong tagal na tayong magkasama. Yung ikaw nakagwapo, ako sira yung samahin mo lang ako sa derma mo one time lang ba? Ang akin is trabaho lang. Maski anong gawa mo, memorable, gano'n, hero, you cannot build yung sabihin mo na para for you to be remembered for all time. Julius Caesar was only remembered because he was stabbed by the senators. Yun lang. No, because he was shot by... Wala. Ang tao is not... When you are gone, you are gone. People will not remember you na... Kaya wala ako. You don't see yung mga awards, plaque. Bigay ko yan sa yung... Ito, baby ko. Sa ka ng... Balit o kuwan, bakal. And I do not keep yung... except the paintings, of course. Kasi mahirap gawain yan eh. But I have a lot of it. Pangit, hindi masyado pangit. I just want people, or if they would really care to remember that he was once a government worker and he worked for the people. That's the legacy that I'd like to live in. And when I'm gone, forget me. I would be flying, soaring the universe. And it would also take you some a life that and to cover the entire universe. Mamasyal ka na lang. But be sure to be good. Kaya ako, Pastor, sabi ko nga sa pamilya ko, if I die, just burn me within 24 hours. And just throw away my ashes back to dust ka. Sabi ko, do not... Masabi niya, bakit gusto mo sunugin ka? When I'm not really sure of going to heaven. I don't do presumptuous of me to say that. As a matter of fact, people listening, especially the crowd in itong mga elite, they would think that you are an incongruity. Well, what I propose to really is, I want myself burned to ashes so that when I go to hell, the usual threat is that you'll burn eternally. So, ashes naman ako magdating doon. Praktisado na. Ala. Well, it's really presumptuous of you to say that. But God maybe will remember me. Hindi naman marami, not so many things, but for the good times that I did good things for my fellow men. One is that I really do not like oppression. I got it from my father. Then my father was governor, and that he was also, so I followed this. Sabi ko when I did. I was also strict sa... You would notice how big the territory was. When my father died, there was only one Davao. So if you look at it, Davao del Norte, del Sur Oriental, then you have Occidental, then you have the Compostela Valley and Davao City. ang raming local yun. So that was how big the... Yung tatay ko magpunta ng Mate noon, he has to take the boat to visit Davao Oriental. And he would be away for so many days. But he will be remembered for his hard work. Hindi naman ano yun eh. Hindi naman pumapatay ng tao yun. He was... as a matter of fact, if you look at Vicente Duterte, you'll find that the name of my father. He was the first appointed by the military mayor of Nandyan sa biodata niya. The last is, meron dyan Danao. Danao, ano mo ba Davao? Dito siya governor. But he was right after the war. So, yun. I do not want people to say that they owe me this and that. Trabaho ko yan. Bigla yung palakpakan mo ako, gano'n na, I have an overdose of that. Sabi ko, praises, 23 years plus 4 years, then another 3 years, then another 3 years congressman. Mula na ako dyan sa palakpakan. Tapos na ako. I appreciate it, but akin sa tao na lang. Pero as anybody here would notice, especially you, I really, yung anuhin mo yung may maliit na tao. That's why we have this walang opening ng bag. Yung very sad experience of serving people, especially makita ko, magsakay minsan sabay-sabay. Pag-uwi ninyo, especially if it's a delegation, parliamentary visits. But when we go back, we buy things. Foreign, para sa asawa. And you are just wave at the customs. Gano'n niya customs eh. Magsaludo pa. Yes, Congressman, Governor. Pagdating doon sa maliit, OFW, kulikutin. Tapos kunan yung, gano'n, may mga ano. Meron ako isang insidente pero hindi ko na lang ikwento. Talagang pumutok ako dyan sa custom. Kasi yung TV, inassess pa. Para lang sa pamilya. Kami na lang naiwan, the family. Siya na lang ang hinihintay. Kami, ang ako. Kasi tinitignan ko talaga ang paano the customs were forcing her to pay. Samantalang kami na lumabas na yung bag namin. If it's something that is, you have to pay, it's not duty-free. Pero para duty-free. So, there was a scene there inside. Ayaw ko na pag... I also do not want to insult people there. Sinabi ko, wala nang... No opening of bags. Nagko-complain si Dominguez. Pinas, pera talaga yan eh. So gusto pa yung itatax pa. Sabi ko, no. At saka kung ma-smuggle na naman, ilan man ma-smuggle nila? Palagay mo, may biyahera. Take the hanap buhay nila. Ayaw ko yung maliliit na ano. Hindi I want to be hero of this small man. I just want to enforce what I'm supposed to do. Ang kawawa kasi yung mga maliit eh. Tanim mo ng bala. Hindi makaalis yan. Mapreso pa, ma-detain. Kaya sabi ko, nung pagka-presidente ko, ipakain ko talaga sa inyo yan. And you all have to swallow it. Ay, Pastor. Tanongin mo yung Presidential Guard. Ako lang ang presidente ng bubugbog na tao dyan sa Malacanang. You want money? Okay. Sabihin ko yan sa guardia, wala naman akong gagawin ng pera. Baya, bigyan mo ang pera. Bunot ka, kaya si pulis na, ano, si Pune. Kuha pa sa pitaka. Akala, lagay mo dyan. Ikaw, gusto mo ng pera? Extortionist eh. Gusto mo maraming pera? Sir, hindi, sir, tama-tama lang. Tama-tama ka lang, mabusog, makakain, siyempre. Ano? Sir, okay. You eat. Gusto mo kayo ng pera? Siyempre sa pera, mabusog ka kasi pang araw-araw lang namang iyo yan. Hindi naman araw-araw na ginagawa mo. Kainin mo yan, lunukin mo, pag hindi.
Yung tanimbala, Mayor, wala na ngayon, no?
Mag-init. Lalo na yung trabaho ko magpato. Una ko, would you believe it, pag magpunta ka ng buting mo. At any given day ka, dalawang gano'n yan. Yung sa sine makita mo, pero doon, drama lang man yan. Pero talaga yung kaya mga promotion sa opisina, pag mag-retire yung isa, akyat lahat. Sa military, pati police, itong general mag-retire, akyat na yan yung, hanggang doon sa baba, si patrol noon mag-ikot. At saka ako nagabasa. Kaya natatagalan ako, inaapura ako ng mga sabi ko, kayo dito. Hindi ako magpirma ng, yung iba kasing presidente, pag yung pangalan nila, Rodrigo Duterte, tapos may initial, dalawang initial. Ibig sabihin, dumaan na yan ng parang katiwa, trusted. So pagkita, diretso na yan. Yung papel ko, wala kang makita ang initial. Kasi maski mag-initial sila, basahin ko yan. Kaya ako natutulog sa totoo lang. Mag-uwi ako. Command conference on any given day. Command conference, mag-alas 4 ako niyan. Cabinet meeting, ganun rin. San 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh. Wow.
Tapos ordinary day, mga alas 11, alas 10. Magligo ako, kain. Kasama ko yung mga policewoman. Hindi ko makain yan. Kaya papayat. Puro magaganda ang... Puro hindi ko makain ng kanin. Kaya wala tayong rice crisis. Puli siguro. Hindi ko makain itong mga babaeng ito.
So, Mayor, matulog ka, mga anong oras na?
Mga 4, 5, 6.
In the
Then,
morning?
12 o'clock gisingin ako. My day starts at shower, 1, 2. Tsaka hindi man ako kumakain ng ano. Hindi ako kumakain ng breakfast. Gatas lang. Hindi ako kumakain ng blaong gana rin. Pero sa gabi,
can still drink milk.
yung pagkain naghihintay sa ating...
Nagainom ka pa rin ng gatas? You are not lactose intolerant?
Basawa. But na-overcome ko. I remember when I was younger. Nanay ko, kasi payat ako eh. Kita mo nga doon sa ano, sa yung about me. Payat ako.
Pero you're still allergic to chocolate, di ba?
Yan alam ng lahat. Ito si Bingayo, she is also one human being that cannot tolerate chocolate. Ako, if I eat chocolate, in 2 minutes, I'll pass out. Pagkatapos ako mag-puke, pass out talaga. At tapos ano yung chocolate? Ganito, ito may nangyari, Pastor. Alam ko, hindi ko alam yan. Nung prosecutor pa ako, ang niluluto ni Elizabeth, itlog, tapos bulad. Bulad talaga yan. Tapos fried rice. Tsokolate. Ginaganong ko yan sa kanin eh. Minsan, so every 9 o'clock, pagpasok ko, mag-start na ang mga kaso, masakit ang ulo ko. Noon, prosecutor kasi ako at ang pinoprosecute ko yung mga military offenders, police offenders, pati rebels, sila ibas ko. So I was given by katitipan doon para sa rebel, hindi siya sundalo, para maengganyo ako magtrabaho talaga against sa mga rebelde. Minsan nagtatrial ako, dumating itong isang pulis ng taga-arto sa intelligence, kikuha yung susi, kay dalhin niya dyan, karga niya, ibalik niya. Binigay ko yung susi, Pastor, hindi ko talaga alam na ibigay ko. So, after the trial, ako ng continuance, sabi ko, skit ulo ko. Pagbaba ko, wala man ang kutsi ko. Diretso ako sa barracks. Doon kay Villanueva, Chief of Police. And to impress me, sabi ko, sir, karnap yung ko. Sabi niya, sige, shoot to kill. Wala pa tao ito dito. Ito ang pupunto. Kasi hintay kami kung may na nagdumaan. Kasi marami mong checkpoint dito noon. Kung shoot to kill, patay na yung sudan. Mabuti talagang nahabol namin. Sabi ko, sir, nagkamali ako. Ako ang pala ang bigay ng susi. Kuha ng gasolina dyan. So,
Even just a little amount, no?
wala talaga. Pero I'm sure that with the numbers, there are people here na hindi nila alam. But just before you eat chocolate, kumain ka na muna ng, or if you are an eater and you don't know about it, magkain ka, then try to observe if you suffer headache. If it is unbearable, sometimes it can be, yan, you have pagka pass out ka talaga. Ako, nangyari yan it's now Dusit, but it's used to be Manila Garden. Doon ako sa labi yung Toblerone.
Oh, yeah.
Kinain ko yun. Tapos doon din ako nagpiupo na unconscious ako. The next time, nandoon na ako sa clinic ng doktor sa hotel.
Sir President, may patanong po dito. The Philippines enjoys the status of being the fastest economic growth in the region. Are we on track in providing a comfortable life for every Filipino?
Ganito yan, we have attained BBB. Pag-presidency ko, then we went to get the BBB plus. The next, that is A. The A yung credit rating mo. Pagka naka-A ka, you can get loans easily and you can haggle even the interest. Kasi kayong hindi nakakabayad, takot sila. Kaya just to be yung interest, malaki talaga para makabawi na sila. Ganon. Philippines is doing well sa ating exports ngayon. A little bit nag-slip, pero we've been enjoying a boom sa lahat. So, I will not bring the Philippines into the middle class. Pero the only way that this country will progress and also put down itong mga komunista is really to take care first of the middle class. You have to create a strong middle class. Ito yung may mga utak eh. Ito yung marunong nagpapag-aral. Pag na-erase mo yan, at saka nag-spread yung talent nila, then they can generate the money and job generation para sa... Even in revolutions. Walang revolution nag-start sa pardon di... Huwag kayo may insulto. Tumira rin ako noon dyan sa squatter. The middle class, yung mga doktor, abogado, including yung bayaran sa media. Yeah, because they are the ones who can write and they can the ones who can invent or do something outside of journalistic practices. Outright extortion. Marami yan sila. As you have noticed doon sa Matrix. So, yung kay Bicoy. Si Bicoy naman, pabaliktad-baliktad. Basta alam ng tao na hindi totoo.
From the beginning, because nung sinali nila si Kitty, sabi ng mga tao, talagang ano to, pag to downgrade you or to put you down,
Baboyan.
wala nang credibility.
Hindi naman ako nag-comment. What will I do? I said nothing.
Yeah.
So, it's garbage, so why would I talk about it?
So ngayon, sila rin ang nag-put down sa sarili.
That's why they lost
Yeah.
miserably. Tingnan na nangyari. It came out just before the election.
Yeah.
Wala talaga. At saka ang lalayo. From the last na sa nanalo tapos sa ang 8 diretso. Napunta sa
Bicoy,
lababo.
Even without Bicoy siguro, because of the
Surveys na.
your surveys, because of what you have done in 3 years. Kahit wala yung Bicoy.
Hindi na maintindihan talaga nitong mga opposition na I was without money and without I won because I was the only one carrying the message correctly. Corruption, drugs, yun yan. Hindi mga babae, hindi makalakad.
Clamor ng tao.
Oh. So sabi ko, I will return the streets to you. I will return the highways to you. Maglakad ka dyan sa highway.
Yan din lang nakuha.
Kaya sabi ko, kayo, pagka gano'n, sinabi ko, Bulacan, gano'n. Sinabi ko na dito na makalakad ang mga taong bayan at wala namang kapinsala na na-experience nila, walang hold up. Ngayon, kung gawain mo yan, Sus Mario Josep, magloko ka ng ibang tao, huwag ang presidente. Pag niloko mo ako, hiniya mo ako, hahanapin kita. Dito ako mismo noon sa Davao, ako mismo. Doon, mag-utos na lang ako. Kaya hindi panahon ngayon sa kriminal eh. Kung kayong mga kriminal, maghanap muna kayo ng pagkitaan na not drugs, not yung hold up. Kasi mamamatay talaga kayo. Maawa lang ako sa mga anak nila. Sa totoo lang. Tapos yung kung maka-hold up kayo, makapagnakaw kayo, makikita o kayo dyan sa sabungan, kala mo kung sino kayong... Tapos kung magpunta ng mga karaoke, hindi naman binibigay ninyo sa pamilya ninyo. Sino bang pamilyang hold-upper na nakapagtapos ang mga anak kasi yung pera na hinold up mo, binigay mo sa pamilya mo? Walang kalukuhan. Gamitin lang rin yung pera sa kalukuhan. Kung may problema kayo sa mundong ito, sabihin mo lang, tatapusin ko para wala ka ng problema. Kung lukuhin mo ako, Sinabi ko na sa inyo noon, maniwala kayo sa akin. Kasi akala ninyo, mayor lang ako ng isang bayan dito sa Mindanao. Maniwala kayo kay malapit ako sa Diyos. Ninyo si Pastor. Magsabi mo yan, Diyos, inspiring man ito si Rudy. Oy, sige na lang. Patawarin na lang natin. Ganon yan.
Yun ang hindi nila nakuha, Mayor, yung gusto ng tao na mangyari. Kasi sila, may message sila, pero kanila. Your message is what the people wants. Kaya,
Yung infrastructure program, tapos, gawain mo na lang muna, tapos nandiyan na. Bago mo nang yabang. Ayan, kanila, nauna yung hangin eh.
kaya yung ano mo, Mayor, yung senador mo na si Ronald Bato, number 1 sa Manila. Because
Would you
of,
believe it, number
Yeah.
one? Police, ha? You read what's the basis? What underlines the sentiment of the people? It's because they're tired of being, alam mo, under stress ka. Kagaya namin, no, estudyante kami. Naglakad kami dyan sa San Marcelo, under stress kami. Mga lasing ng mga estudyante. Kaya ako, nagdala ako, kuha ako ng baril. Sige. Yan lang, equalizer mo. You mess up with me, I'll shoot you. Under stress yung tao eh. Hindi ka makapaglakad yan sa Intramuro. Huwag na yung pakialaman.
so anong sira nila sa iyo, ano man yung issue nila sa iyo, kung ano-anong pera, kung ano. But your rating remains 86, 87, hindi nagbaba.
Alam mo, Pastor, mabutit rin nandito, napunta ko itong gabing ito. And you can ask any congressman, senator, cabinet member, director. Sa opisina ko po, on my table, sa office of the President, pati sa bahay, walang transaction sa gobyerno. Kagaya na yung transaction na government o involving public or private-public PPP na dumadating sa yung transaction, basta pera. Automatic yan, hindi umaabot sa opisina ko yan. It begins and ends with the cabinet member. Tugade, he has plenty of money, he has built so many airports. Si Villar is spectacular. You just wait. Ayaw ko but things will improve. Maybe, God willing, December, smooth sailing na. You don't have to worry about traffic. Cubao and Makati is just about 5 minutes. Kasi sa itaas na lang eh. Ginawa namin sa itaas, kaya dito wala na talaga eh. Mabutit na lang, nagpunta ako ng China. China nagtulong. Tingnan Chico Dam. It's in a question mark because of bureaucratic red tape rin. Kaya I intend to stay there for the whole of the week just to think of ways how to. But I would be more than, not really despotic, but I will try to talagang, kung ayaw ninyo, dadalhin ko sa inyo eh. I'll force it upon you. Gano'n. Kaya nabasa ko kanina sa newspaper that it will take until October yung investigation ko po. You are being robbed of billions and you want me to wait until anong klase? The next working day, marami ang NBI. Yan. Pati yung itong dito sa probinsya, yung pyramiding. I told you to if you do it, I will take full legal responsibility. You do not have to worry. Kaya nag-improve kayo, hindi kayo natatakot. You can enforce the law. I will go to jail. Matagal pa naman yan. Hindi, sige. I cannot file it now because I have to work in Malacanang. That's the mandate of the people. So by the time natapos ito, tayo na naman ang mag-NPA sa bukid para... Kasi dito, dumb if you do, dumb if you don't. If you do not do anything, if you do not act, the country will drown because of... You have to do it. Talagang... No, if you do, you do it, you don't do it, gusto ka kulungin. But for the record, I never ordered the killing of a particular person. Wala akong sinabi na patayin mo yan si Pedro Santos kasi yan drug pusher, drug importer. What I said to them, destroy the apparatus of the drug organizations. Alam na ng pulisya, hindi destroy, they would go out, really destroy, and then make arrests. And if you resist violently, nag-aral na yan sa academy, that they will shoot you instead of them dying for you. Pero kung sabihin mo, may inutosan ako na, hindi ko gawin yan. Because sa karami mo, isa-isahin mo ng gano'n. Sabi na, let the law enforcement do its duty. Perform first, in accordance with law. Do not kill. But if you are in the process of losing your life, idiot, you have to do it first. Ay, sinabi ko sa mga pulis, mga pulis dyan. Sinabi ko, mayor ako dito, magbarilan, tapos makita kita sa ospital, nabarilan ka ng gangster. Ikaw ang sipain ko. You know, ako, ito na lang, kasi I cannot consume the night just to magigabang sa inyo. Gawain mo lang kung ano yung tama. The law will not tell you. Common sense will tell you. Gabain mo lang yung tama. Yung tama lang. Wala na tayong problema. Wala ka talagang problema sa akin. Just do it right. And the rules to be followed. What you have to do is to follow the rules to avoid the headache. So, ano ba ang problema natin? Never mind about the criticism. Sa media, sa Matrix po. Yung sa Matrix, puro bayad yan. Maniwala kayo. Marami yan si Torsidillas. Jesus. Sige lang hingi kay may cancer siya. Hanggang ngayon, buhay pa. Lord, ano ba ang resisyon mo dyan? No. Kaya ako, I'm sure all of you will pray for her to get well. I will also pray, but I have my own prayer.
Mayor, how do you unwind now that you are the president? How do you unwind? You know, the stress.
Alam mo, ikaw, because you are my close friend, alam mo. May kumot mo rin ako doon, dalawa. But sa ngayon, sa edad ko, maglaro-laro ng baril, pareho man tayo, hindi kaya motor, hindi naman ako makamotor, nililinisan ko na lang. O ganoon kami, yung anong motor, maaga yan magkape kami, magtingin, ganoon lang kami. Ito, talaga to. Halos lahat, magtawa yan. Uy. Pati ang langaw magdapo. O ang hinahanap mo yung kama ko. Yung kama ko, diyan ang lumaki yung lahat man mga apo ko nakatulog diyan. Yan ang pinaka-maangsot na kama, pinaka-masarap amuin ko para sa akin. Yan ang comfort zone ko.
Yung security blanket, nandun pa rin.
Oh, brown na. Alam ni Pastor yan. Obviously, you must have come across peanuts, yung si Linus. Yung Charlie Brown. Totoo yan. Totoo yan. Yung si Linus, sige dala ng security blanket niya. Ako, pag walang blanket, sige, okay lang.
There's a question here, Mr. President. Do you see your children following in your footsteps in the presidency? Will it be Sarah in the near future?
I am stating publicly now that I am discouraging my daughter to run for any national office. Maawa kasi ako. It's an office, entitlement of honor, lahat. Pero sabihin ko kay Inday, pati kay Pulong, doesn't pay. Huwag dahil magdusa ka. I have to swallow yung ginagawa sa inyo. Nakita mo pag ginagawa kong mga drug poser. As long as we have politicians like Trillanes, itong mga Magdalo, kala mo kung sila lang rin ang marunong. They think they're the only patriots of this country. Yung mga otso diretso. You better balik. Huwag na lang pagka ayaw mo ng mayor, hindi usapin mo si dalawa. Kung gusto ng tao, the best thing is really to feel the pulse of the community. If you think that they are already in the midst of, matagal na kasi ang Duterte. And as the Ecclesiastes 3 of the Bible says, there is always a time for everything. So, baski gaano kami kasikat na pamilya, there will always be a time to fade. I may be the more brighter than the lights here, shining as president. But I will grow dim 3 years from now. There's always a time of plenty and a time of want. Time to be happy and a time for sorrow. A time to be worldly. Women, drinking, but a time to grow old and settle down. And a time to live, to be born, and a time to die. Tingin ko kay Wagday, wala kang overall, wala kang makuha. Bigay mo na lang sa yung maisip mo. As long as you have this politician, yung mga otso diretso, avoid ninyo yung presidency. Hindi na ako balik kasi kaya ko talaga. Kita mo ang my behavior as a public official does not erase the fact that I am a politician. And as a politician, I get to be reviled, screwed up, lahat na. So, ang pag-resba ko rin, bastos rin. But you know the point is that I'm not that. Because only when they never really like me. And the church. Ito yung mga pare nga, pati mga madre, magkikita sila. Sila nagdala nila biko mga pare, pati madre. Only to be an idiot also like in the likes of Bikoy. Sila yan ang dala-dala doon sa... So, yung ano ko sa Catholic. Hindi ko lang masabi dito, but in private, I'd tell pastor. And siya na lang ang I'd leave to him to leave up to him to basta ako may hinakit ako sa mga taong who came here to colonize and subjugated us. And it was even if you, tanongin mo si Ibasco, yung pare na yung nandyan sa akin, but he lost the elections sa Bohol. Marami rin siguro. I don't know. I cannot say what was the good. Pero yung akala mo na pagdating ni Magellan, we became overnight religious people. When Magellan came down and planted the cross, converting the natives, some of them are Muslims already, converted them. They had to endure what you see in the medieval times. Kaya noong itong yung witchcraft, kawawa yung mga tao noon na kung may lunal ka o yung birthmark, patay. You will be considered a witch and they will skin you alive. That part of the pero yung thinking nila ganon rin. If you think that Padre Damaso is gone, you are mistaken. Padre Damaso is alive and kicking. So, bahala kayo. Baka sinabi ko sa inyo, it is not a good religion. If you do not believe me, fine. Kasi ako, nahirap rin ako because all the time, you have to focus, reverence. But when you start to analyze things and how these things came about, if you only try to read, if you know how to read, you would know the truth. That God never said, go out and destroy nations, tribes, and everything to convert them. Kaya ang incongruity natin is, we celebrate Independence Day. Ang tingin ko kay Rizal talagang God is my hero. And others also, Filipinos who died for the country. And then we go to another place to face the fools who killed Rizal. Rizal stood against the Roman Catholic Church. He died for our country. He was shot. And then these Filipinos will go to the church and kneel down. Baski sinong santo dyan na tapos pray and pay homage for their presence here, for the existing faith. And yet, kaya may gusto akong sabihin, o sabihin ko na lang, 500 years of Christianity ngayon, tanong sila, pare, hindi lahat. Anong plano? Wala akong plano. Why should I celebrate the coming of imperialism to my country? They brought religion, fine. But you didn't have to subjugate my country and made my fellow brothers and sisters under the yoke of imperialism for 400 years. Kaya yan. Kita ba? They're being treated as basura. I've been there since 2020. I'll give you until May 15. I will bring, alam mo, you Filipinos, hindi niyo talaga ako kilala. Ito pang taga Manila na media, pakayabang to presumptuous. Duterte said, nagyabang pa na that he'll go to war. Alam mo, hindi ako gaya sa inyong bubo, yung ganito yan eh. Sabi ko, look for a ship. Naturally, commercial ship. Then load the containers of garbage, bring it to the territorial waters of Canada, as near as you can get, even to the port. Ihulog ninyo diyan sa pantalan kung ayaw nilang tanggapin. Kanilang basura yan eh. Ngayon, kung ayaw, walang magkasa, sabi ko, I will ask the Navy, Philippine Navy, to load the containers as a matter of principle. Bring it to Canada at isauli ninyo. Ayaw nilang tanggapin, then jettison it. Ihulog ninyo doon sa dagat nila. Kanilang dagat, huwag ang dagat natin. Then, naturally, magpunta yung Royal Mounted Police. Huhulihin talaga sila. Maggalit yung mga tao. Then they will start to arrest and gang up on my Navy. So, I will say to my Navy, if you are threatened, fire. So then, we go to war. Ay, kung Navy mo, ang Navy ko, mapatay lang ako ng isang doon lang. Sabihin ko talaga, I'll go to war. Kaya ganon ang sequence ng kayong mga utak na hanggang tanggap lang kayo ng basura dyan sa mga not me.
Sa uli namin,
Nandoon ko, siguro, bahala na, butasan ng rasya niyan dyan sa bandang Guam. Siguro mahina may mga barko. Hindi ako magpaano, pastor, yung gano'n.
grabe, no? Dumping ground tayo ng basura.
Doon sa ibang presidente, huwag mong gawin sa akin. Kaya si galit-galit mo. Sino ka ba? Di na ngayon, pupunta sila dyan sa sabi, hindi ba mainit ang ulo ng presidente ninyo? Lagi. Ngayon, ika nga, yung Godfather, the movie, it's respect. Son, it is respect. Respetuhin mo ako, respetuhin kita. Bastusin mo ako, bastusin kita. Babuhin mo ako, gawin kitang pigiri. Ayaw ko kay Inday, sabi. Diyan ka lang, dito ka lang sa Davao Day, kailangan ka ng tawa. Maintain the... I'm not saying that it is only the Dutertes who can maintain the kind of environment that we are enjoying now. I'm far from it, actually. Pero, sabi ko, si Inday is hair metal, and okay, kaya man niya. For want to be anything to do. Pero kung bagyan presidente, bigay mo yan sa mga wala ka talaga. At the end of the day, maraming papel, trabaho, pagkabukas, you face an angry paid hacks. Hindi mo malaman bakit ka inatake na lang bigla and misquoted and sila yung nag-una ng fake news. Yung pagtakbo ko, ang simbahan talaga, pagtakbo ko, pastor, ayaw talaga nila. Because yung mga bishops dyan are the bishops of the elite o tawag nila, the so-called 400 of society. Sinabi ko sa inyo noong Pilipino, ang corruption maliit lang yan dito sa baba. Ang pinakamataas na corruption nasa itaas. Hintayin ninyo ang report kay inire-review namin yung Manila Gas and Company yung was given, I think, 2077. And ang tubig in that contract will not be recognized as a natural resource. At sa kanila, if the operation until 2077 will be disrupted, then the government and the people of the Philippines will pay the expected profits that they have lost.
Oh.
Kaya, nung nabasa ko, sabi ko, hindi ko ito i-release muna kasi warningan ko muna yung dyan sa itaas, mga general, na medyo masama to. The full report, lalabas ito, Ayala eh. Alam mo kasi dito sa Asia, yung mga Ayala yung parang Ayala nila sa Malaysia, dito sa Indonesia, pati Ayala natin, nagkumbuya yan. So, negosyo yan. Kaya sabi nga ni, don't be careful reviewing the contracts. We might end up paying so many damages. So no, I will not pay. I will not pay. We will rot in hell. I will not pay. Kalukuhan yan. So, sabi ko, mabasa ito ng mga sundalo, magkudita yan, tignan ninyo. Na-warningan ko yan. Pag na-review itong lahat ng contracts kay Pinoy, there will be a disturbance.
So, bias mayor sa against the
Wala
government.
talaga. Sabi ko, yung corruption wala sa baba.
Oh.
Sa Ayala. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing now, but kayo yung mga mayaman. Papahirapan sa mahirap. But as long as I'm sitting as president, that you can do with the country kung wala na ako. But I will correct everything. And if you choose to do it wrong again, bahala kayo. Then we leave it to the Filipino people to decide what they want to do. Natita pa yung church centennial daw, 500 years of Christianity. Really? What's so special? They said just keep it confidential. Ba't ako mag-celebrate I celebrate the start of the subjugation of my country for 400 years? You must be kidding. I celebrate the day when the heroes of my country were slaughtered. Kaya nga, itong Pilipino, yung nawala siya sa, incongruity. First, we treat our heroes for fighting the church and the abuses of the priests, mga Guardia Civil. Then after that, we go to Quiapo. Ito naman Pilipino kasi madala eh. Lalo ng, dala. Pag sabi ng pare doon, then we revere also. We revere the conquistadores. Not me. So, we do not celebrate anything. Why would we celebrate? Coming of Christianity that started our travails and agony and sorrow. Mag-celebrate ako. Celebrate it in your sector. Maybe the biggest sector in the Philippines. May I have my own God. God who is all-knowing, God who does not create hell, does not create heaven. He did not create human beings just to be thrown to hell or to enjoy heaven. My God says that you will live in any place where, somewhere in the universe. Maybe that's heaven. Hell, maybe, I don't know, you don't stop moving. You are, there's no clear punishment actually. But hell is, you just say that something unpleasant for the human soul. Wala pa talaga tayo nakapunta doon. Pero yung good and evil, totoo yan. I am not the Lucifer because I do not don gowns. Si Lucifer nakasuot man ng gown yan, overcoat, all weather. Still or?
Almost naman nasabi niyo na po, Mr. President. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
So,
We can have it
Yeah.
maybe when I'm free regular basis.
yes, Mayor.
Usually I'm on Saturday na.
Yeah. So, we will expect you to be a regular visitor
Yes,
or give us this day.
You can reserve it.
And
You know, Pastor, with such beautiful audience and ladies clapping your hands, who would not be inspired to to sit here? Tapos, kantahan ka pa. Pagkatapos niyang kain doon, naghahanap. Sarap pa pagkain. Itong mga feminist, sabihin ng babae, no? Bakit? Kung mag-clap itong mga lalaki, mag-enjoy ako, umalis kayo dyan. Yun, totoo yan. Wala akong barkada na lalaki. Hindi ko magkain ako, kung mag-isa, ayaw magharap ng... When you eat, you want it to be pleasant, both in appetite and... Lagay ka ng mukha dyan ng brusko. Pero pagkainin ka, di ba, mabukog ka, sige ka. Get stuck there in your throat. Bakit? Kasi maganda ang girls. I mean, girls should be beautiful. And you should be complimented. Ito yan. It's not wrong. I mean, a guy says to you, you're beautiful. Just say, thank you. You're like our mayor. He also said that. Totoo man yan.
Mayor, your final message before we end.
Well, there are so many things I'd like to unburden both state policies, problems of the Philippines. The world order is not so good. Do not ever think that the suspension of the processing for citizenship and special visas and all of this there's a deeper meaning to that. It doesn't have to be my... No, I do not have a problem with Trump. That much I respect him. Kay Obama, wala akong respeto. Tarantado yun. So, but we are ready to cooperate. But this, I have to say, I will not go to war with anybody against China because that will be the end of the world. It will really kill mankind. Or at least it will dry up this region. Kung pumutok yung parang Nagasaki, Hiroshima. Tsaka hindi natin kaya ang China. And besides, China is good. Well, America has been helpful. In the purchase of arms, we have a bad experience, but they have a new policy now. We're going to reconsider. We'll buy if we think we need that kind of a particular. But I'd like to say to the Americans and to the officials in Washington, when you deprive us of the arms, we started going around scouting for cheaper and better arms. And there were contracts already, memorandum of intent to buy something like that. So we will not impair that obligations. This is not to, because Trump has just issued that you are prohibited to buy. I'm sorry, but ganito yan eh. When we needed, in the hour of our need, we needed the arms. Russia and China gave it to us practically free. Then, you know, I'm a Filipino. You have to have a sense of gratitude. At least honor the contract. Nothing else. You do not have to praise China and say that you're going to side with America and in war. No, because America and China, alam nila, a war is the most useless thing in their arsenal. Tapos talaga ang mundo nito. When they say that if you blow it all, it is 100 times bigger than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Ala na. You think we will survive? See you in heaven. Wala, 100 times.
Grabe na yan.
100 times. Let's put it this way. 10,000 times more power. At saka hindi lang isa ang noon, ang Amerika lang man. Ito, Russia, puputok yan. China, puputok. South Korea, puputok. North Korea has the arms. Iran has the arms. France has the arms. Italy has the arms. Britain has the arms. Russia. Where do you go for your refuge? Where do you seek sanctuary? It's a useless war. It's a useless thing. I will not do that.
So we are in good terms, Mayor, with China.
China,
Very good
sinabi ko,
Russia.
when I went to the last time, I had a meeting with Mr. Xi Jinping together with my cabinet members. Most of them are military men. Halos lahat ng cabinet members ko, military. I'll explain later kung bakit. Next time. Tapos yung sila, I was not angry, but sinabi ko, did I not tell you, Mr. President, that I will never allow the Americans to set foot on any of the islands controlled by the Philippines? That we will not start any war. And that I will never allow American weapons to be stationed in that island. So why are you surrounding my island with so many ships? You're wasting your gasoline. I think that's the very exact words. You're wasting my gasoline. You might as well give it to us. I told you, I will not allow. As long as I'm president, any American to set foot on that Pag-asa Island. Because I know that it will create really trouble. And I will not allow their arms. But if it's a Philippine government arms given to us by America, well, that's another story. If you want, you can give us a better one. So, that is how it is. I was quite frank with talagang sinabi ko sa kanya, sinabi ko na sa iyo, I will not. You have my word of honor. Medyo okay na siguro kasi wala naman reklamo yung mga fishermen. Do not deprive them because, you know, we are poor. You prohibit us. You will just create the inflation to go higher. I was that frank with China. Lalo na siguro kung sa iba. Yung Canada, sus Maricel, they never really attempted to talk to me. Who are you to make my country a garbage dump?
This was dumped, Mayor, not in your term, but
No.
the previous
No.
the previous administration.
And I will not allow it. And anybody, any customs employee o official, pag pumirma ka sa release papers niyan, sabihin mo hindi mo alam, you go out or I would even arrest you. Toxic yan eh. Hospital waste, pati yung plastic.
Yeah.
Those are toxic materials. Plastic is a toxic material. The ones that they use in the chips are toxic materials. Well, this time, magpagawa ako ng container kasing laki ng kabaong mo. Hulog kita dyan sa dagat. Karami ko ng hinulog. Wala man nakita ng iba. Do not throw there when there is the sun in the Manila base still shining. Makikita mong sun kasi dyan, maganda, lumulubog sa tubig. So when it is there, then that's the time that you throw the container. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you indeed. Are you blessed that the President is here tonight? Yes. Thank you. Mr. Father. Mr. Father. Pastor, thank you. Once again, thank you, Mr. President. I know this is just the first of so many guestings here and give us this day. And so indeed, blessed are we Filipinos because we have just heard our beloved President speak to us, and we have seen his heart and how it goes out to all of us to move this country forward. And we are so thankful to our beloved Pastor for making this night possible, Pastor, for the President to be here. And so whatever prayer requests you may have, whatever you need right now, especially for our special prayer for the President and the country, I'll give all the time to our beloved Pastor, Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy, as he leads us in prayer.
Before we end, we would like to thank the Father Almighty for the honor and the visit of our beloved President, our very own. We want him to know that the congregation of the kingdom is always praying for your good health, for your security, for your long life, and the continued success of your crusade that you have promised the Filipino people, and that exactly that is what you're doing. and the work ethics that the Filipino people have really appreciated in doing the promise you had made them. In just over 3 years, the Philippines has changed into what every Filipino wanted it to be. And so we thank the Father for that, Mr. President, and that the Father will always guide you, bless you, and always give you the wisdom to lead our people into that place where we are now, and more so in the 3 years to come of your presidency. So we thank the Almighty Father for that, and you will always have our support and our prayers for you all the days of your life, you and your family. May the Father bless you now and forever. Amen.